Just add it to the list.
Just adding it to the list. I submitted my tax for my taxes last year in February, and then sent back a correction in March. And I was contacted today by the bank that handled, of course, City handled the loan for my house that my wife and I just bought. And according to them, the federal government is now saying they have no record of my tax return. I have a verification page of them receiving my tax return. But I can't actually talk to anyone because we're the government.
All right, we got 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
All right, we'll call this thing to order. Roll call.
Brooks.
Here.
Holmberg.
Here.
Lund.
Here.
Fishman. Jacob.
Here. Approval of the city council minutes.
Move to approve.
Brooks.
Yes.
Holmberg.
Yes.
Lund.
Yes.
Jacob.
Yes. City council minutes of 1/19/21.
Move to approve.
Brooks.
Yes.
Holmberg.
Yes.
Lund.
Yes.
Jacob.
Yes. Adoption of the agenda.
Move to adopt.
Brooks.
Yes.
Holmberg.
Yes.
Lund.
Yes.
Jacob.
Yes. Proclamation honoring Guy Parson. All right. Haven't done one of these since we started this, so. Okay. Whereas, you okay? No, come on up.
You did one.
Here, come on up. We'll just figure out what 6 feet looks like.
Yeah, make him stand.
Oh yeah, the masks. You did what? 44 years?
A lot.
See, I read.
This is what you gotta do.
Yeah, that's cool.
Very cool.
Oh, nice.
The glare picture, read off of that one.
There you go. I'll go with this one.
He's probably thinking, man, I've seen you councilmen come and go.
All right.
Right here.
You know what that spot right there?
I don't want to hide.
I'm sure there's somebody that want pictures, so.
Not me.
Whereas Administrative Battalion Chief Guy Parson is retiring on January 22nd, 2021. After 44 years of faithful service with the city of Warrensburg, Guy has been a valued member of the fire department, protecting the lives and property of Warrensburg residents. And whereas Guy graduated from the University of Missouri in 1975 with a Bachelor of Science degree. And whereas Guy has held many command and staff positions for the fire department. Guy began his career in 1977 as a volunteer firefighter before becoming hired as a full-time firefighter January 1st, 1979. He progressed through the ranks of captain, deputy chief to administrative battalion chief. And whereas Guy is a great asset to the city, in 1999, thanks to Guy, the turkey bonus for employees was established. Guy has implemented a city fleet program by maintaining titles and organizing disposal of surplus property. Guy has assisted in the working with FEMA on disaster reimbursement for Warrensburg and has assisted with departments whenever needed. Whereas Guy can now grow old with his wife Vicky while rocking in his chair on the farm and watching his kids, William and Jennifer, and his grandkids, Layla, William, Guy, Jamie, and Braylon. And whereas Guy's service to Warrensburg will have a tremendous impact, and his legacy will continue to resonate not only with the city of Warrensburg and community, but also with firefighters who have passed through the work and work with Guy. He has a huge impact in the lives of all he meets. Now, therefore, I, Brian Jacobs, Mayor of the City of Warrensburg, Missouri, along with the other members of the Warrensburg City Council, do hereby proclaim Monday, January 25th, 2021, as Guy Parson Day.
Yeah, that's the whereas I want.
Yeah.
You didn't
It's all
buy him a
yours
new
now.
axe?
Oh, no, I did not want one. If you know, the firefighters went together and had fire extinguisher,
Uh-huh.
a wooden, extinguisher holder,
Right?
and it's dedicated to each of the stations,
Uh-huh.
where it has a fire extinguisher in there and the turkey buzzard on the front.
Cool.
And that's all I wanted. I do have a G-bell.
Yeah, the department bought a bronze commemorative bell
Uh-huh.
that we'll use for ceremonies and stuff, and that's known as our die bell.
Very
Bell.
cool.
I want to say thank you for everybody. I love helping everybody, being friends to everybody. And I just want to make sure it's all enjoyable for everybody. So that's me. Catch y'all later.
Thank you.
Next January, you can run for city council. Trying to find my replacement.
Yeah, I'm sure he's probably around. All right, let's see here. 6-1. Mia Gonzalez, behavioral health.
Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me okay. So I am Mia Gonzalez, Director of Business Development with Behavioral Health Holdings. And we've been invited today. We've been working a lot with Scott and Chief Lockhart to, a year ago, to start exploring providing behavioral health services through the lifespan for those that have developmental disabilities. So we are proud to say that we have opened a crisis or residential services here in Warrensburg. And I'm going to let Aaron talk about that. But we also are opening a clinic in Knob-Noster. We have a ribbon cutting on Friday. And the clinic is called the Early Intervention Clinic. And that is where we provide behavioral health services for children from 18 months to 7 years old that have been recently diagnosed with autism. So in working up to that, we talked to the community and we noticed there isn't a lot of providers. So we're really hoping to serve those in not only Warrensburg, but the whole Johnson County area. So I really want to talk about the residential services because I know we're very excited to provide that. So I'm going to let Aaron, who is the president of Behavioral Health Kansas City, talk about what we're doing. And I have little brochures too that can go over our services. So thank you again.
When is that road cutting?
The ribbon cutting is Friday at noon. And we will have little Sammys and cookies, and it's just gonna be fun, and you can check out the clinic. We are open for referrals if you know anybody too.
And where's that at?
I can send you the invitation and he can forward it to you if you would like. Is that-
Chamber also.
Okay.
The chamber has
If it's
it
on the
now.
chamber, I'll be able to
Yep.
find it.
Yeah, it's in chamber. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. I'm Erin. So we recently, in the middle of December, opened a residential home for individuals with developmental disabilities. So, gosh, Rich, was it a year ago, I think, that we sat down and came to Warrensburg to talk to Chief Lockhart about the needs of individuals with developmental disabilities in this area. There was a significant amount of individuals with developmental disabilities that were accessing police on a regular basis, and we felt that we could assist the community in assisting with that and decreasing that police involvement and really improving the quality of life of those individuals. So we opened a house in December. We currently have 3 residents that live there. Some of them were already Warrensburg residents who are living with another provider that we have successfully transferred to us. I'm excited to say, since we opened, we have not had to call Chief Lockhart at all, or his team. We really take a totally different approach than most developmental disabilities providers. So we employ what's called board certified behavior analysts who work on identifying what is the function of the behavior and how do we reduce that behavior? How do we put in place interventions and modify the environment so they aren't engaging in that behavior instead of having to use these emergency procedures. So we've been very fortunate. We've been very not lucky. We've been very successful with the services that we provide with Monica and her team of clinicians. I think I was adding today, we've got, I think, 12 clinicians on our team now who provide that oversight. And work on reducing those challenging behaviors and teaching the appropriate skills. So we're really excited to be here. We're happy to work with the community to have a positive impact and really establish the individuals as a positive individual within the community. So thanks for having us today. And as Mia said, we have some brochures. So if you know anybody who needs any services, don't hesitate to reach out.
Before you step back, one, I thank them a lot. I also want to call out Chief Lockhart, because, over the past couple of years, we've dealt with an ordinance and some other things. And Chief put out a meeting invite to several folks, Vicki Hartzler, Denny Hoskins, myself, Dan Hawks, other folks, Brian came. I mean, a lot of the schools and stuff. And so we had a big session, and I went ahead and took advantage, and Rachel Gilroy and I went up and we met and toured, because I did share with me I wanted to see it before I promoted it, and I was thrilled. And so I am so ecstatic, for my background in this world, that we have this level of professionalism coming our way. So I'm really pleased. So I'm glad you came and talked to us. Chief, I really thank you for caring enough, to pull and keep working on it. So thank you guys for listening. But this is exciting in this particular group of individuals to have something we've never had before. So hope you're very successful. It'd be good for us.
Well, thank you. We appreciate your support. Thank you. I'll leave these up here. And I guess I just wanted to say in conclusion, we're also looking what it would be like to bring a school
Yeah.
here. We have 7 of Warrensburg students transported to KC. So we want to hire local. We want to help the local economy. I got involved in the chamber, so you guys will see me around more. So thank you again. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, first reading only ordinances. An ordinance authorizing the city manager and city clerk to execute an extension of the consultant services agreement with the retail coach for a period of 12 months.
Mayor and City Council, this is an ordinance that would allow the city to exercise the first year option on our current contract with the retail coach. They do retail recruitment services for us throughout the year, and then they assist us with the conferences we attend, both in Las Vegas for Recon and in the past Chicago and the Red River States Conference for deal making with the International Council of Shopping Centers. We did rebid this last year, and Retail Coach was awarded that bid last year after an RFP process. That contract contemplated 4 annual extensions, and this would be the first of those extensions. This contract is for $17,500 for the year, and would include 12 months of service. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have.
I think we're still happy with the services they're providing.
Yes, the city is. They represent us at several other conferences that we do not attend, such as Retail Live, and have our name out there at those as well. And they do communicate with us. At this point, it's been monthly the last, I'd say 4 or 5 months. Sometimes it's every 2 months, letting us know about updates, who's looking at our market, and we discuss sites that they're putting in front of people. And it's been a good additional layer of communication for us to know how we represent in the community, the retail community, the retail environment. So it's been educational for us, and I think it's served us well.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Second reading ordinances. An ordinance authorizing the city manager and city clerk to execute an agreement with Infotech Consulting LLC for upgrading the disaster recovery virtual service infrastructure.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council. Again, this is a second reading of the disaster recovery infrastructure that we discussed last week at our meeting. We'll stand for any questions.
Move to approve, or is that later?
Was that you?
Must be now.
This is for adoption or rejection. Brooks,
Yes.
Holmberg,
Yes.
Lund,
Yes.
Jacobs.
Yes. All right, first and second readings. An ordinance declaring the results of the canvass of statement of candidacy and establishment of a general election.
This is me. We had one candidate file for the one position, which is the current mayor's position. It was Charles Bentley.
He's not here today.
He's normally here. He's the lone candidate for the only seat. The filing ended on January the 19th and it began on December the 15th. And I have no other inquiries about the position. I need to get this ordinance ready to take to the county collector's office tomorrow. With the motion to be nice.
Move to,
Any questions? Oh, the election's April the 6th.
move to pass that ordinance to second reading by title.
Brooks,
Yes.
Holmberg,
Yes.
Lund,
Yes.
Jacobs.
Yes.
This is an ordinance declaring the results of the canvass of statements of candidacy and establishing a general election to be held on April 6th, 2021. This is for adoption or rejection. Brooks,
Yes.
Holmberg,
Yes.
Lund,
Yes.
Jacobs.
Yes. All right, appearances of the council not listed on the agenda? Nothing? All right. Miscellaneous matters from the mayor and our city council? I don't have anything. You got anything? No. Anything on this side?
No, I'm good.
All right. You want to go to finance or city manager report?
I don't have anything additional to add.
All right. You got anything, Greg? No, sir. Nope. Finance?
Nothing additional to answer any questions.
All right. Cindy? Chief? Nothing, sir. Doug? All right. Do we have a reason for a closed session?
We do.
All right, then if somebody wants to read the closed session, we'll do a closed session.
Vote to close part of this meeting pursuant to section 610.021 of the revised statutes of Missouri relating to 1, legal actions, causes of actions, or litigation involving a public governmental body and any confidential or privileged communication between public governmental body or its representatives and its attorneys. 3, hiring, firing, disciplining, or promoting of particular employees by a public governmental body when personal information about the employee is discussed or recorded. 12, documents or any documents related to a negotiated contract until a contract is executed or all proposals are rejected. 13, individually identifiable personnel records, performance ratings, or records pertaining to employees or applicants for employment.
Brooks,
Yes.
Holmberg,
Yes.
Lund,
Yes.
Jacobs.
Yes.